Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing this really trippy Halloween makeup look and I'm so happy with how it turned out. I did one attempt before this and it just didn't turn out quite how I wanted it to, so I redid it and I'm really happy with how it turned out. This is the Queen and Witch makeup look from Snow White. I wanted to do a 2-in-1 makeup look at least once during this Halloween season, and this was definitely something that's been on my mind for a long time and I'm very happy that I did it. I was gonna do an Ursula makeup look for my first Halloween makeup look this season, but I filmed it last week and it just did not turn out how I wanted it to. So we are doing this instead for the first look and I hope that you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's go ahead and get into it. Please ignore the black smudgy on my eye. That's from restarting the makeup look. I'm first going to start off by taking some glue and gluing down my eyebrow. I'm using the Elmers non-toxic stick glue, and I'm basically just layering on some glue and then brushing my hairs down with an eyebrow brush and doing that a few different times. Then I wipe off the excess glue around my brow, and then after that I'm going to go ahead and set the brow with some powder. I'm using the Joah Cosmetics Selfie Ready Setting Powder. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and color correct my eyebrow so it blends in with the foundation nicely. I'm taking the Wet n Wild Pastel paint palette and taking that little peach color and just tapping that onto my brow, blending it in, and then adding some more powder. Then we're going to go in with some foundation. I'm using the Jouer Essential High Coverage Foundation in Alabaster. This is like a really white foundation. I wanted the Queen look to be super pale and the Witch look to be a little bit more tanned, so there was like a definite difference. So I'm just layering on that foundation, sticking to my forehead and my eyelid, and we'll focus on the lower face later. Then I'm taking the Nabla Cosmetics Cereal Liner, which is a really black liquid liner, and I'm using that to create the eyebrow. The Queen has a very harsh black cartoon eyebrow, and I'm basically just mimicking it as best as I can. Okay, now starting on eyeshadow, I'm taking the Colourpop Lilac You A Lot, and starting with this more muted, lighter purple, I'm going to use that in my crease and kind of blend it up pretty close to the eyebrow, just so we have a nice transition color to work with. And then taking this brighter, darker purple, and I'm just going for it. I'm going to put that right onto my crease and on my lid. And then I'm adding this metallic-y purple shade onto my lid, and then we're going to go ahead and add a winged eyeliner using that same Nabla Cosmetics liquid liner, and I'm making a pretty big wing. Then after that, I'm going to tight line my eyes with the Urban Decay 24/7 gel liner in Black Market, and then I'm adding a half lash to my lashes. I already have lash extensions, so I just wanted to do a half lash. And then I'm going to cover the rest of my face, or the rest of the half of the face, with that alabaster foundation, really making sure that it's nice and high coverage. I want her skin to look absolutely perfect. And then we're going to set that with some of that Joah Cosmetics powder. And then finishing off the lower half of the eye, I'm taking that Urban Decay liner, smudging it on my lash line and my waterline, and then taking a little blender brush and kind of smudging it out. And then we're going to take that brighter purple that we used in our crease and on our lid and bring that down onto the lower lash line, really smoking it out. Then coating my lower lashes with some mascara, and then I'm going to add some Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm only focusing this on the cheekbone because I wanted to make sure it looked nice and chiseled. And then I'm going to add some Colourpop Pressed Powder Blush in the color Shortcake, and I'm really going to pack it on because the Queen really loves her blush. Then adding some highlighter to the high points of my face, I'm just using the Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector in Pearl. Then taking the Mehron, I think that's how you say it, I'm not really sure, I've never said that out loud before, water activated paint, and I'm just taking the black one and I'm going to make the outline of the face. If you guys remember in Snow White, the queen wears like a very tight headdress, and I don't have anything like that, especially something that can only go on one half of my face, so I'm just painting on the face part, and then I'm going to basically take my sister's black robe and make a headdress slash robe for the Queen and the Witch. Then taking a makeup wipe and making a really crisp line down the middle. This is kind of important. And then taking that other Jouer foundation in macchiato, and I'm covering the other half of my face. I'm going to take a little concealer brush and kind of line up the center of the face to make sure it's nice and precise. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Okay, now to create the wrinkles, I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Mahogany and basically just kind of winging it. Like, I looked at a few pictures of old people makeup and I used the witch cartoon as reference, but I basically just went off of like my own wrinkles, I guess. Like, I just kind of smushed up my face, smiled really big, and kind of went off of that. I wanted it to look like a more realistic version of the cartoon, obviously. I basically just like played around. I've never done old person makeup before. So yeah, I just kind of like guessed the entire time. And then next is the highlighting part, and I basically just took that alabaster foundation and used that to highlight, and I didn't realize how important this part was going to be. This is what really made the look really realistic. I just went in between all of the wrinkles that I made and kind of highlighted to the best of my ability. And then taking some of that powder and just setting my face so none of that stuff moves around when I do other things. And then taking the Colourpop So Jaded palette, and I'm just taking that deep brown and smudging it on my upper lid and my lower lid, not being super precise. Like, this doesn't have to be a perfect eyeshadow look like the Queen's. I kind of wanted it to look messy and a little bit gross, I guess. And then I'm taking some of that black eyeliner again, waterlining my eyes and tightlining my eyes. And then I'm going to start on the eyebrows, just using that Nabla Cosmetics liner again and just making a really thick brow. I didn't really like look at any reference photos. I just wanted it to look really thick and really black. And then I'm just adding some last minute highlights and wrinkles, just giving it a nice, very defined look. And then adding some red lipstick on the Queen side, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Sarafine. Then on the witch's side, I'm adding some wrinkles around the lips, and then I just took a little bit of that black paint from the Mehron palette and just put it in between my lips to kind of make me look even more disgusting. And then for the hair, I took the Colorista hairspray in silver and just sprayed a little portion of the front of my hair for the witch's side. And then after that, I went ahead and took my sister's black robe. She still doesn't know that I used it, sorry. And I'm basically making like a tight head wrap on the queen's side and leaving it loose on the witch's side to make it look like a cloak. Okay guys, that is it for this makeup look. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have a really good month of October. I hope that there's a lot of Halloween stuff going on. I hope that you're watching a bunch of movies and making a lot of cookies and practicing makeup looks, because it is honestly so fun to create looks like this, and I'm very excited to show you guys this. So thank you guys so much for watching. There will be another look next week, and that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys. I'm hearing voices, I'm seeing visions, I'm not sure.